2 loads we're gonna do this morning is all. So this one, it's all one field. We're putting in sugar, our boost, and we're using our A-frame. On the second load, I'm still debating. We may use some of our source product. We'll talk about that if we get to it. Thank goodness for pumps on this stuff because it's a gallon to the acre. That jug sprays 53 acres, so we need 53 gallons of sugar water. Essentially, it's sugar water. It's I don't know. It's really dark, molasses-y looking stuff. It's supposed to be good. Fairly cheap. Actually, it costs about the same as the fungicide. Well, whatever. Anyway, so we'll get that put in the tank, 25 gallons, and we'll dump our fungicide in. We'll need 1,060 gallons of water, and we'll go spray. All right, we are loaded up, but before I go, it is Saturday morning. My sister, Anna, is leaving for Iowa this morning, here in about 10 minutes at 7. And so I'm gonna go in and say goodbye. She probably doesn't want to be on camera this morning because she got home super late after the Taylor Swift concert in Detroit last night. So I doubt you'll see her, but yeah, she's heading to Iowa to start her new job on Monday. So we're excited for her. There they go. So mom and dad are taking her out. That she gets to pick up her company vehicle this afternoon. I gotta meet her boss out there. See where she's gonna be staying, and then mom and dad are coming back tomorrow. So yeah, good luck, sister. Hope you do well. She's got a lot of learning to do, but she'll be good. She'll be real good at it. Same story we saw the other day with some variable looking corn here. This one's a little bit more consistent. The other day, I mean yesterday. A little more consistent across this field, but this is a really good farm. It's well tiled. We put chicken litter on here last year. Like, this is one of my NCGA entries, or at least was supposed to be. I don't know if we're going to be anywhere close to where we need to be to have competitive NCGA Corn Growers Contest entries this year, but it is what it is. So, yeah, we're going to keep working across here. I do have that source product. It's hard to explain, but basically it is supposed to help the plants to secrete more sugars and exudates, yeah, there's a big word for you, through their roots that the microbes in the soil feed on. Those microbes then in turn produce, they break the phosphorus in the soil down so that the plants can get it, access it, and they also help to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere and make it plant available. So that's something that I'm going to use on this field. There's 2 different timings with that. You can do it at either V4 to V6, which is like now, or you can do it at VT to R1, which would be when we do our tassel fungicide. I might, on the second load, bring that with me and do some split applied stuff. We'll try both timings out here if I can figure out how to make the strips work. So this is that other product that I was thinking about adding, the source. The problem I am debating with myself is I don't really want to put it in this whole tank mix, the whole load, so I'd have to take it and add it and measure it in the field. And this is a very, very low use rate of 0.7 fluid ounces per acre, which means this jug does 183 acres, this 1 gallon jug. And so you don't want to screw this up, and you got to measure it and get it just right, because this jug also costs $3 grand. Like, this is an expensive chemistry. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do instead, just because this is my jug of it, and we're doing it for testing purposes and not just broad application, I think I am just going to make that its own application. Yes, it's another trip over a field with a sprayer, but we're not talking about doing that many acres. Most of that I'm going to use at tassel time, VT, and so like what I want to do out there is just basically make 1 round with this source early at V5 so that I can compare the V5 to the VT timing. But my plan was to do most of it at tassel time. So I think I'm gonna have to just make a separate application. We'll figure out, you know, how many acres we doing around out here, or roughly, or maybe we'll just mix up enough of that for 20 acres or something like that, and then go and do that later. Yeah, that was the right thing to do, just to come and do this separate, because what it'll allow me to do is like make one pass over there and one pass here and one pass over there. You know, like I can do 2 rounds spread out, and we'll just have to flag them out and stuff, kind of like a replicated check strips that way. And we can leave an untreated check in the middle. We can do VT pass next to them. You know, we're gonna do it that way. Good enough. Some of this corn over here looks pretty bad. Let me push the button. So we did the main part of the field there, and then we came and finished over here where that green circle is. There's a little piece here and a little piece over there on the other side of that house that just, it's tough ground. Stuff doesn't look great here. Stands there. I mean, the corn is there. It's growing slow. It's thin. It's spindly. It needs some water. So hopefully tomorrow it's going to rain for like 3 days, but we will see. All right. Well, we've got that 220-ish acres to spray yet, but it's a long ways away. We're going to have to use the tender trailer, and I'm not sure that it's entirely ready to be sprayed yet anyway. And then we do have like this corn out here and some of these later planted fields that they're just not to V5 yet, so we're going to wait and spray those later. So we've got more of this to do, but we did do a little over 500 acres between yesterday and this morning, so that is good. I might try later today to spray that source out, do those strips over there. But this morning, I think I'm going to try and head into a church here this morning. They're having a painting party, doing some painting there. So I might go and help with that for a little bit. And we want to take the boat to the lake today. So we're going to do that stuff. And if I get back this evening and feel like doing some more spraying, we'll go spray. If I don't, I won't. And then it'll rain tomorrow and I won't be able to spray because it'll be too wet. Something like that. Now we'll see. We do have some side dressing to do yet. That's still sitting out there yet, because we're not done. We got that late corn to do, 400 and some odd acres. We really need 2 days to get that done, but we got to get rain first. And so, you know, we get a ½ inch of rain between Sunday and Monday. Tuesday morning we'll be out there side dressing. It's going to soak it up really fast and won't slow us down really. Or, I mean, it can't slow us down. We're not moving. It'll speed us up just by having some moisture there that we can have the anhydrous bind to it and it'll work. So. But that is the plan for this week. We'll see. We've got to kind of work around the rain and everything, but a little more spraying to do, finish side dressing, then we can start cleaning equipment up, getting stuff put away. We got to finish that barn roof down to Berkey. They worked on it yesterday, my dad and Phil and Jack, and we've got another day, and we'll have everything kind of weather tight and buttoned up. So that would be good. But anyway, I'll probably see you guys here in a little bit later. I'm not going to end this one quite yet because it's pretty short, I would think. I'm back from our lake day and painting party. It went pretty well. I had myself some ice cream. We're going to spray one more load. This really expensive jug. So, we're going to do a couple of rounds over in that last field that we sprayed this morning. And my high management trial back here. I think we're going to make a pass through there. Or two. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how much to mix up. So this jug will do 183 acres. I'm thinking about mixing up enough to do 40. And we'll spray the rest out later. So, 40 times 2 would be 800. We need 800 gallons of water. 20 gallons to the acre. Let's do this. Scratch that. We're going to have to wait. I don't have enough water. I forgot to turn it back on this morning. I had turned it off because I knew I had enough to finish what I was planning on doing, and then I didn't. Well, the other thing that I need to do is mow my lawn before it rains tomorrow. Now, if I don't mow my lawn, it'll probably rain. If I do, it probably won't, but we're going to do it anyway because it's getting sort of bad, amazingly. I don't know how anything is growing, but it's a little ragged. So, I'm going to go and do that while we wait for some water, I guess. And then we'll spray. All right, lawn mowed. All right, so we've got enough water now. We're going to go do this one last load of spraying. It's a half load. It won't really take that long. What did we decide? 40 acres. Yeah. So we got water going in. Source, we've got to measure this out. So we got to measure fairly accurately. Dang it. All right, we're out of fuel in our pump, so we got to go do that. We'll get back to this. All right. Up and running. So as I was saying, we have to measure this out because our use rate is 0.7 fluid ounces per acre. So 40 acres is 28 ounces. So I believe there's ounce measurements on here. Yeah, ounces. 28 right there. So we're gonna fill that up to there. Let me wash this out first. And that's it. Well, we do need some of this surfactant. So I'll figure out how much of that we need too. Alright, so this is a surfactant, non-ionic surfactant, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, non-ionic whatever. It's a fancy NIS. It's got a bunch of other stuff with drift retardants and whatever. This is going to do what we need to do, and basically what we're using it for is to break the surface tension of the water so that the droplets can get absorbed into the leaves easier rather than kind of bouncing off and cuts through the waxy coating on the leaves. So we use this at a rate of 1 pint per 100 gallons. So we're putting in 800 gallons, which means we need 8 pints, which means 1 gallon. Okay, there's our 28 ounces source. Like I said earlier, we're doing this as a separate patch just because of testing. If this was something that we were doing as a standard practice using this source, we would have put it in with the V5 fungicide, or we'll put it in with the VC tackle application. And so the only reason we're doing it separate is because I want strips to be able to test it, and I wanted the rest of the field covered with the fungicide so that that's not the variable. I don't want, where we put this in and then we make strips with the fungicide mixed into it, and then you're two variables, the source and the fungicide. That's not what we want. So that's the only reason we're making this in a totally separate application. When we do the soybeans, we'll put it in the same tank as the fungicide. So we are going to split this up to a couple of different fields. This is the backfield behind our house. This is our high management versus standard management strip. So we're going to put this on the high management strip side. I'm just going to make one round here. We're going to go down and come back. And then we'll do a little bit in the field right behind our barn there where my one of my potential NCGA entries is. And then we'll go over to the field that we sprayed this morning and spray 2 or 3 rounds until we run out. So this source product, again, this is a product that is supposed to make these plants excrete more sugars and feed the microbes. It's been described to me as caffeine for microbes to make them produce more nitrogen and phosphorus. Those of you that have been watching me for a long time, you may remember a year ago when we did my plot harvest video on the corn side. After we got done harvesting the plot, no, not on the corn side, on the bean side, had the company rep right in the combine with me for a while, Niles, and he talked about it quite a bit then. I actually am a dealer for Source. This is something that I can get and sell. One of the cool things that I like about this company is that they offer a guarantee. How many ag companies do that where if you buy enough product and you spray it and leave check strips and give them access to the data, if it does not perform, they will refund your money or a portion of your money to make you whole or whatever. I didn't actually buy enough of the product myself on the corn side this year to qualify for that because I'd never used this product before. So I bought a gallon. And like I said, it is not cheap. This is an expensive application. This is 3 times the cost, at least, of the fungicide that we've been spraying. Like, this is not cheap, and so I'm not doing it on every acre. It's something that we're going to try it. It has to prove itself to me this year, and hopefully it works. This year may not be the year to test it, given how dry we are, but we'll see what happens. And if it works, then we'll go a little bit bigger next year. And if you get 2 positive years in a row with something, then you pretty much put it on everything. So last year we had positive results with the bean product, and so we were trying that on quite a bit more this year. I bought enough to do like 300 or 400 acres instead of 40, and you know, we'll see how things go with it this year, and then if it works again next year, we'll spray it on most of our acres. So, all right, we're gonna go up here, make another couple of rounds where my corn grower's entry is, and then on to the next field. So we're down to 540 gallons. So we used 260 to make that one round there, half-mile long rows. It could be just me, but dang, this corn looks good. Like, I feel like the fungicides made our corn perk up a little bit in a day, which is impressive. I'm happy with that. All right, so we were spraying this stuff out. I made 1 pass down, we skipped 3. We're gonna make this one. See how much we got left when we get down. We'll probably go do some of the short rows in front of the trees over there. Well, I got more than I thought I would over here. We ended up doing 2 rounds in the short rows, which is fine. We got a really good test over there. We'll have an okay test over here. I did 2 rounds with a 1 pass skip in the middle, and that's it. All right. That's all the spraying for now. We do have another that other 220 acres to do, but we're gonna wait and see what happens with the rain tomorrow. Fingers crossed, it's gonna rain tomorrow. I forgot to wrap this one up. So anyway, we finished spraying that source out, and we're hoping for rain tomorrow. I was just looking at our weather charts. Since May 8th, today is June 10th, so over a month, we have had 0.3 of an inch of rain. That's it. In over a month. So it's dry. We're really dry. The crops look remarkable for as little rain as what we have had. So anyway, we'll see if the stuff that we sprayed today and yesterday helps, makes any difference. We'll keep an eye on that source and their strip trials throughout the year. I'm hoping that it's going to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to. There's chances of rain tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday, and we'll see. We've got side dressing to do. As soon as we get some rain and can get into the fields, we've got to finish that barn roof up at our Berkey farm there, and we've got a little more spraying to do. So that's the plan for the week. Have a great weekend, rest of it, and I will see you again Monday morning. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you later.